I think I kind of want to talk a little bit about the whiplash of the market, or at least what the news would portray, which we see a lot of increases here and decreases here, and not a lot of localized information to really give people an idea of what's happening in Windsor-Essex. Really and truly, we've been quite stable throughout all of the ups and downs in real estate throughout Ontario, and every other news article I read is doom and gloom, but we don't feel that way for Windsor-Essex. We are very confident that this is on the up and up. It's just taking a lot longer to get out of the slump that Windsor-Essex has been in over the past year. For other bigger city centers like Toronto and London, they are seeing an actual increase in sales, which is odd. However, their average sale prices are coming down. So that kind of signals to us that people are they're finally come to realization that they're going to lose some money and they need to just sell their properties. And so we are seeing a few, inventory actually be eaten up from buyers rather than just sitting there like what's happening in Windsor. So even though their number of sales are up, their average sale prices are down. So there's like the positive and the negative there that really confuses the general consumer, in my opinion, where Windsor has seen a decrease in our number of sales compared to what we had last year. So we've seen an increase in our average sale price, even though we've seen a decrease in our number of sales, which means that people do still have a lot of confidence in our marketplace, despite all the things that are up against us, which every day times 100 is a new thing for our area and our region. So I'm quite confident that we'll see the other side soon.
Another thing to add to that is that inventory is at an all-time high for this year, so just over 2,100 homes, but it provides stability in the market. So it means that buyers have choice. And if you're a seller, then that means you have to price your home strategically and you have to make sure that it's ready to go to market.
So our average number of days on market has actually come down. So we're just sitting about just over 27 days on market, which is great. It's come down significantly the past year. And what that means is that for those people that are listening to the advice Katherine just gave, where you're actually being strategic about how you're entering the market, having realistic expectations, you may actually be able to see your house move in less than a month. That's really positive news versus, some areas are seeing 90 plus days on the market. We're seeing 35 in every 100 homes sell. So you have to look at those odds and really, when you're sitting down with your realtor, think about how that positions you in the marketplace and how you're going to get out of that and be one of those 35 homes that sell.
Condo sales had a significant increase, 83 sales in the month of May, and that's the strongest that we've seen this year. A big driver of that is because it's a lower price point and people are choosing to buy a condo instead of a single detached residential home.
The more inventory that comes on puts that pressure on some of these resale homes that makes things more affordable for people, which is not a story that any of us are opposed to, but it scares some people when it's looking at that am I getting into the marketplace now, or is there going to continue to be a drop in the market? We've seen that overall market drop very insignificantly, that if you're on the sidelines and you're not considering jumping in to take part in the 2,100 listings that are available today, I think you're missing an opportunity, because the minute that pivots, that inventory gets eaten up and the houses that you have options for disappear. So we've been seeing that happen in the houses under 550,000 in the Windsor-Essex market, that those are selling a little bit quicker than anything above that 550,000 mark. And that's just because there's so much less of them. So as that happens and you have more interest in that lower market, it'll push you up into the higher market of our area.
We have some pretty big news that we want to talk about. So we've always talked about, how to have confidence in the Windsor-Essex market, and we put money where our mouth is. And we are very excited to announce that we have purchased a building on Jefferson. So we will be moving later this summer, and that will be our head office. We currently have 5 offices across Windsor-Essex. One is on Provincial, and that one we will be relocating from Provincial to this new head office on Jefferson. So very excited about that. We are investing in Windsor-Essex because we are very confident within the marketplace here today. So
it's a move that comes with a lot more parking and opportunity for our realtors realtors as well. We have a space that we can actually gather and host client events. We are excited to be central, so we have access to all of our offices across Windsor-Essex, and excited to plant some roots down here and continue to make Windsor-Essex a part of our own.
So no matter where you're at, there's always going to be a Royal Lepage Binder real estate agent there to help you. So we will be on Jefferson. We also have offices located in Tecumseh, Amherstburg, Kingsville, and Leamington.
Your 2026 and 2027 mortgage renewals are coming up. That's the biggest scare, is that those people that purchased a home for overpriced at a rate significantly less than what we're seeing today now has to justify, am I even able to remortgage this property? And or am I going to sell at a loss? So, the article to say 1 in every 3 homes purchased in 2022 is selling at a loss. We saw peaks from 2021 to 2022. There are people that will see a loss, and it's not really a value that we're going to be able to pull out of our market in the next however many years. It's unrealistic because of what we all experienced during that time. The house values went up way more than what they should have, and way more than we'll ever be able to pull out of our numbers. So it's a hard pill to swallow, but it is one that, unfortunately, a realtor is going to tell you what the value of your home is today versus what you purchased it in 2022. And that's what your realtor is for, right? So it may not be every 1 in 3 homes here. It's not happening yet. It could happen. And, certainly something that we'll continue to follow to see if those numbers are escalated. Ontario's numbers are not Windsor-Essex, so we'll see how that happens. Our house values in southwestern Ontario didn't increase to the amount that other areas in the GTA and surrounding areas did. So they're going to feel more pain than what our Windsor-Essex market will. And that's just because our prices didn't escalate to the degree that they did. But it was speculation purchases too. These aren't first-time home buyers that bought this house and waited their whole life to buy this $650,000 house. It's the investor out of Toronto that chose to refinance their home and throw that cash into what they thought was a good deal in an area that they didn't know. And they had the realtor that wasn't local to the area represent them and submit an offer on a property that may not even been worth that value then. But they weren't living in the home or the area to care. Where a first-time home buyer that was searching and waiting for that right house to pop up, they might have lost out on 50 homes before they found the right one. They may see less loss than what that speculator from the GTA would. As we come into the summer months, we'll see what happens with the Windsor-Essex market. We hope that things will continue on the right path as we see some positive news in our area. And I hope that the real estate market will continue that way as well.
So the reason why we do this every month is because there's a lot of statistics that get thrown online, but we are here to explain those statistics to you. So if you ever have any questions about the Windsor-Essex real estate market, please reach out to your agent or to us at any time, and we can help you navigate the real estate market. See you next month.